Hey, welcome back to Total Package Pilates and Wellness. I'm Mel and I have another awesome mat workout video for you today. We are going to be using either a medium or light resistance band. For today, if you have these thinner rubber bands, that would be ideal. You can also do this entire workout without the bands, minus the very last few minutes where we're going to do some focused upper body work using the bands for our resistance. If you have those thicker booty bands, I would recommend using your light band, or if you have an extra light booty band. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to be brave and start with my medium bands. If you have both, use both. That'd be great. Before we do get started, I was looking at some analytics of the channel. Over 60% of you aren't subscribed. If you could just click that button right now before we get started, I would so appreciate it. Transparently, it's going to allow me to determine ways to monetize the channel and continue to provide more frequent, longer, and more in-depth training videos at no cost to you. So I appreciate your support and let's dive into it. We are gonna go ahead and keep our bands close. We won't put them on just yet. I want you to start on all fours so that we can warm up through our spine, and we'll just take some cat-cows here. So I want you to start to exhale round your spine, stretch through that upper back, and then you'll take a deep inhale. Let your stomach sink down, ribs can flare, crown of head and tailbone reaching toward the sky. We'll do that a few more times. Press into your palms, feel your shoulders spread apart. Scoop your navel in and up. Take that inhale. And then just come into your neutral spine here. We're going to come onto our right knee and you can flex your foot. We're going to do something called wag the tail. So I want you to just look towards your right heel and then look over your left shoulder at your right heel. We'll do this a couple times, just loosening up through that lower portion of your spine. One more to the left. And then set that foot down. We'll do it on the left side so that left foot pops up, flex at that ankle. And you're just looking over your left shoulder. And then you're looking at your left foot over your right shoulder. Do that a few more times, wiggling through that spine. And one last thing, because this is going to be a fairly glute heavy workout, I want you to go ahead and again flex that right foot, and we're just going to take some hip circles so you can kick that heel up toward the sky, bring it out to the side, down, back around to the mat. We'll do this a few times in this direction and then we'll reverse it. And this should just feel gentle. Whatever range of motion is good in your body today is fine. Reverse that direction, so open out to the side like a fire hydrant, kick up to the ceiling like a donkey kick, and back down. Couple more times. Loosening up that hip, and let's just do it on the left-hand side. So we'll go ahead and kick up to the ceiling with a flexed foot, out to the side and down and around. One more, and let's reverse it. Perfect. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. So let's dive into this. Just going to make sure we're good. So let's stay on all fours. We're going to pop on our resistance band. It's going to come right over our knees, and then I'll talk you through getting set up so that it's not riding up on your leg as we begin in a quadruped position. So we will start on our right side just to make sure you can see all the movements we're doing. I want you to tuck your band under your left knee. That's going to hold it in place. So from here, all of our typical form checks, I want you to make sure that your palms are directly under your shoulders, so wrists under shoulders, And knees are under hips. And then from here, we're just in our neutral spine, but I do want you to think about maintaining that rib to hip connection because your abs are going to be drawing in and up this entire time. And we're just going to go ahead and extend our our right leg long on the mat. So toes are touching right now. And we're going to just take that straight leg up and lower with control. So have a slight soft bend to your elbows. And as we're working through this, if it feels better to you to go down to your forearms, you can absolutely do that. I might go down to my forearms as we progress through this sequence. So you have to find what feels right in your body. But either way, I don't want you to be arcing through your spine, arching your back to lift this leg. Your spine should stay completely neutral, almost like it is set in stone, and you are just lifting from the top of this glute to lift that leg. Glute max working here. Perfect, you guys. We're going to do 5 more and try to really lift with control and lower with control. So resist that lower. Make it count. And we'll do about 10 of each variation through this sequence. In one more, I'm going to ask you to hold it lifted. So hold lifted, bend at your knee, flex that foot. We're going to lower knee to knee and kick your heel toward the ceiling. Lower knee to knee, kick the heel toward the ceiling. Good. 8 more like this. Press it up. Really think about that heel driving up to the ceiling. Exhale as you lift. Let's do 5. We add on some pulses to this in 4. Keep drawing your navel in towards your spine. 2. In 1, hold it up. Just give me 2 pulses in your top range of motion. Lower knee to knee. Lift, pulse, pulse. Lower knee to knee. Let's go 8. Lift, pulse, pulse. 7. 6. Use that breath, you guys. Makes such a difference. Also, can you tent your left fingertips on the mat to make sure you're not over dumping your weight into your stabilizing side? You want to try to keep these hips nice and squared off to the mat. 2, we're going to leave it lifted in 1. So pulse, pulse, hold here. Extend your leg long. Just hamstring curls. Heel to your butt. Extend and point. Heel to your butt. Extend and point. Good. Check in with those elbows. Don't lock out. Let's go for 7. 6. 5. Working that time under tension. 4. 3. 2. We're going to leave it extended in 1. So leave it extended. Now we're going to bring our right knee toward our left heel in this internally rotated position. So right now my leg is kind of on an angle, and then I'm going to extend out to the right back corner of my mat with that right leg. I'm going to bring that knee toward that left heel, internally rotated, extend it out to the side. Good. Really squeeze your butt as you lengthen that leg out to the side in this internally rotated position. It's a really unique way to lengthen the glute muscle so that you can contract it more effectively. Good. 4. One final variation, and then we'll get on to our sides. Give me 2. Give me 1. Keep it here. Tap it down. Rainbow it over. Over to the left side. Over to the right side. Again, try to control any movement in your spine. Try to just Lift and rainbow from the glute. So good. Keep drawing your navel in and up. Nice. Let's go for 4. Rainbow it over to the left for 3. Rainbow it over. Last one. Make sure that neck is long and come down. All right, we're gonna come straight onto our side. We're gonna continue to work this right glute. So hopefully it's feeling okay. So bring your band up over both of your knees now. And then you can lie down on your side either with your head propped in your hands, or what might be better for your alignment so that you can really lengthen out through this bottom rib cage is to just fold your arm and kind of lie on your bicep. Either way, we're going to go ahead and start by finding our good side lying position. Shoulders are stacked, collarbone is open, hips are stacked. Now take your top hand and really press this top hip away from your ribs. That helps you find this nice sense of engagement in that bottom oblique. And my top leg is just lifted at hip height. Knees are tracking right in line with hips, and then my ankle is just in line with my knee. I'm going to start by just pressing out for a single leg squat and bending in toward my navel. I press away and I bend it in. And as I bend it in, I'm not collapsing. I'm making sure to stay nice and lifted and engaged. You can press your palms into the mat on this top right arm to help you find that good abdominal connection. And then again, your neck is just following in line with your spine. Good. We're going to do 5, 4, 3. We're going to hold it long in 2. Engage that core. You're long through your abs. Hold it here. We sweep it forward, flex it back just in line with the hip. Sweep forward on the diagonal, flex back. Good. And you're only sweeping forward as much as you can keep your hip pulling back so that you stay nice and stacked. So don't let that hip roll forward with you as that leg goes forward. Perfect. How are we feeling? Let's go for 4. Let's go 3. Woo. Let's go 2. Let's go 1. Hold it here. Bend it in. We're going to start to circle. So we're just drawing the shape of like an egg. It's like an oval. And the focus is on that up and around. Good, you guys. We've got 5, and then we reverse that direction. In 4. In 3. You've got this. Just breathe. In 1, reverse. The reverse is always the hardest. We're here for 8. 7, only a couple more changes after this. I know you can. I am right here, burning with you. Give me 3. Woo! 2, we lengthen that leg out in 1. Lengthen, breathe, take a moment. We're just gonna tap those toes down toward the mat. Lift that leg up. Tap down and lift. Good. Nice. We've got 5, 4, 3. I'm just checking the time here. 2. Just one final thing in 1. Take a moment, bend your knees so that they're tapping into one another. Your heel, we're in that internal rotation again, is gonna press up toward the sky. So heel presses against that band, you tap knee to knee. Heel presses, tap knee to knee. 8. This is where we finish. 7, 6, 5. I promised you guys this would be a burner in my post. 3, 2, final thing, just the pulses in 1. Hold it halfway, just pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, push. This is how we get stronger. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Oh, sit on up. I won't make you go straight into the other side just yet. We're going to have a good transition for our abs. So let's lie down on our back. Take a moment here. Your right leg is going to go long. So that leg that was just working is now long on the mat. The band is still up over your knees. And then your right or your left leg, can't even talk after that series. Your left leg is just going to be planted onto the mat, knee bent up. And we'll transfer our hands behind our head, interlace those fingers, thumbs are long, gliding down the back of the neck to kind of traction and lengthen through your spine. Elbows are wide. Take an inhale, exhale, draw your ribs together, engage those abs, and let's just find some curls up to the tips of our shoulder blades to start. And we lower with control. Exhale, lift to the tips of those shoulder blades. Inhale, lower. We'll just warm up here for 7, 6. We'll obviously be adding on to this in 5, 4. You can always reach your arms long and forward to help you curl up higher if you need to. And you can do that at any point during this series. 2. In 1, I want you to curl up, draw your left knee up into tabletop, just in line with your hip, and then lower the head as you tap down your left toes. We curl up, working against that band. You should start to feel those low abs really kicking in to draw that knee up against the tension of that band. Good. You can hear it in my voice. This is not easy. Let's just do 5 like this, and then we're going to add on. Lift for 4. We add a twist in 3. Lift 2. On this next one, get ready to lift and hold. I want you to lift, hold, twist. Think armpit to left knee, so right armpit, left knee, and then reach your right arm past your left thigh. Reach those fingertips long. Transfer behind the head, lower down. We're going to do 8 like that. Twist, reach, come back through center, and lower. Twist and reach, back through center, and lower. That's 6, 5. Can you reach those fingertips for that other wall, whatever is over to your left? This is 3. Make sure when you transfer back to center, you're still staying lifted and then you lower. So you can really break up each motion, and this right hip should stay anchored down. 2. We have some pulses coming after this one. Center and lower. So twist, reach, just pulse with that chest. Pulsing up for 8. 7, reaching those fingertips a little bit longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, don't drop. 1, come through center. I want you to raise that right leg up. We just do 5, extend. 4, extend. 3, extend. Stay lifted. 2, you've got to get that right shoulder blade off the mat. 1, and rest. How is everyone doing? We won't even have to do the other side of our abs just yet. Let's get the other side of our glutes working here. Get that done and dusted. So Here's the setup. Get a sip of water if you need it. I'll take a sip of water. All right. So we come into our quadruped position. Hands are right under our shoulders. Tuck that band under your right knee. We're going to work our left leg now. And that way it's not going to move and slide up your thigh. It kind of locks it into place. So we'll start making sure that our ribs are connected, abs engaged, drawing in and up, and that my hips are nice and level and squared off to the mat. I've extended through my left leg, and then I'm just going to lift up, straight leg, control tap down. Lift up, use that glute max. It's that top portion in your glute. You can always put a hand on it. And this is where you could tent these right fingertips to keep yourself honest about not dumping your weight into this stabilizing side. There's a soft bend in your elbows. Make sure you're not locking out. And of course, like I said, you could always come down to your forearms if that feels better and allows you to stay more connected into your glute, or if your wrists are an issue. Let's do 4 more like this, and then we're going to find those donkey kicks. Lower with control. Try to take a 2 or 3 count to lower that leg down. Make it meaningful. We'll do 1 more and leave it lifted. Bend at the knee, flex your left foot. We lower knee to knee. We donkey kick up. Lower and lift. Make sure your gaze is just down towards your fingertips so that your neck is nice and in line with your spine. Let's go 5 more like this. We find those double pulses in 3, in 2, in 1, lower knee to knee. Now kick up, pulse, pulse in that top range of motion. Kick up, pulse, pulse. Good. Squeeze that glute. Good, you guys. Let's do 5, 4, 3. We find those hamstring curls in 2, 1. Lower, lift, extend. Bring that heel toward the glute. Point your toes, extend long. Heel the glute, lengthen. Put your brain in your butt as you're doing this motion. Really feel that connection between your heel and your glute and how that helps you activate your hamstring. Hamstrings shape the way that our butt looks, but also super functional in life. Let's go 2 more, and then we'll find that internal rotation move. So lengthen it out. We're going to bend that left knee in toward our right heel and then send it out toward that left back corner of the mat. Bend in, lengthen out, squeeze the side of your glute and hip. You should really feel that working to fight against the tension of this band as you take it from internally toward your right heel to pointing out toward that left back corner. Good. 5. We just have those rainbows in 4. Check in with those abs. Make sure they're drawing in and up. 2, 1. Tap down to the left side. Tap over to the right. Down to the left. Over to the right. Relax that jaw. Breathe. Good. Let's just go for 4. Tap it over for 3. We're lying on our side in 2. And 1. And back in. All right. Let's do this. So adjust your band if it got a little wonky there or twisted. When we lie down on our side, we lie on that bicep. And let me just transfer my mic over just to make sure it's not rubbing there. All right, so lying down on my bicep, I'm bringing my legs, knees just in line with hips, shoulders stacked, collarbone wide, active in this bottom oblique, and lift your top left leg to hip height. You can press into the mat to help you stay active. We press away for that single leg squat, and we don't allow our hip to collapse in as we bend that knee in toward our navel. Working against that band, pressing through that heel. Don't let that knee sink down. Keep that leg nice and high at hip height at least. That is the bare minimum for this. Good. Let's go 5, 4. We'll find our sweeps in 3. Think long through the abs. They're engaged, butt sticking out behind you. In 1, hold it here. Sweep it forward, flex it back. Sweep forward, draw that hip back in opposition. Flex it back, squeeze your butt. Good. You're only sweeping forward as much as you can stay stacked. Don't let that hip roll. Good. Keep that leg high. We're going to bend it in for circles. In 3. In 2. In 1. Bend in. Start to circle. Draw the shape of an egg. The focus is on that up and around. I know it hurts. I'm right here with you. You might even be feeling your stabilizing leg still. Hopefully that ab series gave it a bit of a break. Good. Give me 4, and then we'll reverse that direction. In 3, breathe and focus. In 2, in 1, reverse. 8. Actually, this is 8. I did say 10 of each. I'm regretting that now. 6, 5, 4. We get to extend that leg out long. In 3, in 2. You've got this. In 1, extend that leg. We just tap down and lift. Tap and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5. We just find that knee to sky. In 3, in 2. Am I going to make it? In 1. All right, pause. Tap knee to knee. Make sure you internally rotate that left foot. Taking a while to explain this so I can have a break. Give that glute a tap if you need to. Let's press our heel toward the ceiling and tap knee to knee. Press against that band. Push. Good. There's no more glutes after this. 5, 4, 3. Push, you guys. 2. Just those pulses in 1. Halfway. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7. Stick that butt out behind you. You've got this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Wow. Let's do our other side of abs, and then we'll get a hit of upper body, and then I will get you out of here. All right, so our left leg is long. Our right foot is just bent in. And we're just going to start by bringing our hands behind our head. And we'll just find those curls up for 10. Think about drawing your ribs together, drawing your low abs down into the mat. 8, 7, 6. This is a great time to just focus on really engaging that core and give those glutes a rest. 2. One more curl up. Now the next time you curl, I want you to lift that right leg to tabletop. Feel the tension of that band. Feel your low abs connecting here. Tap down those toes as you lower your head. Pull everything in. Tap down. Good. Try to keep those elbows nice and wide. There shouldn't be any tension or strain on your neck. You're not pulling your neck. You're just lifting from these top few inches above your navel. And then obviously low abs to pull that leg up. And like I said, you could always reach long and forward. That definitely helps to keep you lifted. You'll still be working your abs. We're going to add a twist and reach in 2, in 1. Good. The next time you lift, you're going to twist. Think left armpit, right knee. Reach those left fingertips long for the side of the room. Transfer back behind your head, lower with control. Let's do 9. Exhale, twist, reach. Come back through center and lower. 8. 7. I might have added an extra up in there on accident, but you know, Pilates instructors, we have so many good things we're trying to tell you. This is 4. We're going to pulse in 3. Make sure you keep this left hip nice and anchored as you twist and reach. One more like this. All right, get ready. Twist, reach, pulse that chest up. Can you get that left shoulder blade a little higher off the mat? Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3. We just have those 5 finishers with the 45. So come back through center, stay lifted, reach your arms long and forward if you need to. That left leg raises. We're going to twist to the right. 45, 45. Twist, extend, twist, extend. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Oh, hug those knees in, rock side to side. We can open our arms out to a goalpost position and just let our knees kind of open and sway back and forth. Take a moment here. And then we're gonna roll on up. Get a sip of water if you need it. We're gonna go into upper body work now using our band. And so if you don't have a band for this, you can skip this, or you could always grab light dumbbells. That could definitely work. Let's finish it out. So we're gonna take our band, and I might end up switching to my light band. We'll see. You have to listen to your body. Mine's a little sore from teaching classes. So we're going to go ahead and bring our legs out long on the mat, maybe a slight bend to your knees to start so that you can sit up nice and tall. And I want you to think rib cage closing into the midline, abs drawing in, reach your arms long and forward. Find just a little bit of tension on that band to start, not a ton, just so that your arms can be in line with your shoulders and not like pulling in too close into your midline. We're going to go ahead and find a round back, so scooping capital C shape. Get to a place only where you can hold. I want you to hold here. We're going to continue to work our abs while we work our arms. Let's stick with our left arm reaching forward to start. I'm going to flip my right palm to face me. We're just going to bicep curl, resist out. Bicep curl and resist. Good. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Exhale. We're going to hold it at 90 in 3, in 2, in 1. Hold it here. Pulse up with that arm. Just a tiny little pulse up. Try to keep this left arm as stable as possible. You should feel that bicep kicking in here. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend out, bend in. Just 8 more. Good. Yes. You can make a fist and hold on to that band if that helps you contract that muscle a little bit more. 3, 2, final pulses. 1, hold here, pulse up, 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 up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach forward, reach for your toes. Take a moment. Roll those shoulders. All right. Before we go to the other side of biceps, we're going to still work this right arm. So I'm going to take the band and I'm going to hold it with this left hand against my shoulder, my right shoulder. And I'm going to reach up. My band's a little twisted. I'm going to reach up with this right arm so that it's like in this like bent position, reaching back behind me. So I'm holding this band on my shoulder. I press up from my tricep and I control it down. You kind of got to find the right tension point that allows you to really connect in with that tricep muscle. Good. We'll also work our shoulders in a moment after we get through this sequence. Press up for 5, 4. Try to keep those shoulders out of your ears. 2, 1, and down. Roll those shoulders, roll your neck if you need to. Let's go back into those biceps on our other side for our left side. So we reach forward. There's a slight tension on the band. Hopefully that right side is not too fatigued already because it's got to hold us stable for our left. So let's roll back to a capital C shape, just that we can hold because you know what's coming. So keep that right arm reaching long and forward. Flip your left palm to face you. You bicep curl in and resist out. Curl, resist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure they're not becoming earrings. 3. We're going to find pulses in 2. In 1, hold it here. Pulse up, 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 up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend out. Second set of bicep curls. Curl in. Use your breath, you guys. Good. 5, 4. Final pulses coming in 3, in 2, in 1. Hold at 90. Pulse up, 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 up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's go. Triceps. So I hold onto my shoulder. I try to get my band not overly twisted. And then I bend this elbow back and I press up with my left arm. Control it down. Press up. Control. Good. Trying to sit nice and tall. Again, you can bend through your knees. Keep your abs engaged. Press it up and lower. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. All right, last thing here, a little hit for our delts and for our obliques. So usually I do this with the weights, but this is a great option, especially if you're traveling. These bands are so easy to travel with. So it's that same position that I've shared before for delt flies, where we use the weight, and it's kind of like right here in line with this bottom forearm. So I'm lying to start because I'm going to work this right delt and shoulder. I'm on my left forearm. My body is just going to angle down toward my left bottom hand, and I'm going to have my band under my left hand. I'm just going to take a grip on it with my right arm. And what I want you to think about is this right arm doesn't move. Pretend it's almost in a cast. The only reason this band is going to get moving and pulled is because I want you to think about your right shoulder wrapping around your right rib cage. So start to pull and resist. We'll pull and resist. So again, I am not changing the shape of my arm whatsoever. I am simply moving my shoulder around my rib cage. Let's go 5. I feel like this is just as hard on this bottom stabilizing arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that band down. We're going to pop up into a side plank on our forearm. So come into a side plank here. You can be on your knees, and then you're just here on your forearm. If you want to come onto your feet, you can absolutely do that. We're going to reach our right arm up to the ceiling, holding really lifted and engaged here. We're just going to send it down just to the midline and back up. Down to the midline and up. So now we're really working this left shoulder, supporting us here. Make sure that elbow is underneath your shoulder. Good. We're just going to do 2 more like this, and then we're going to hold this arm up to the sky, do little dips down and up with the hip lifting through that bottom oblique. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, final thing, 1. Reach this arm long, lift your bottom leg. We're going to pull in for a star crunch, extend everything out, crunch it in, extend it out. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Whew. Roll out that shoulder. Poor thing. All right, let's finish it out. Home stretch here. So we get set up. We're on our right forearm here. Hips stacked, lifted. We're going to put this band under our right hand. We're going to continue to work that left shoulder, but not for long. So find this bent kind of 90-degree shape of the arm, and then you'll just pull that band using that left shoulder wrapping around the rib cage. You could absolutely do additional sets of this if you'd like. I feel like my shoulders have had plenty of work today though, so I will leave you to it on your own if you want to add 1 more set of these. Good. Make sure this body again is angled toward that bottom hand, so you're on this slight angle with your chest. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set that band to the side. Take a moment, get set up. Make sure again that this Bottom right elbow is under your shoulder. You're gonna come up, reach up for the sky with this left arm. We'll come down to the midline, raise that arm to the sky. Good, good. Let's go 5. We'll find those little dips in 4, 3, 2, 1. We dip our hips down, we lift it up. Lifting from that waist. You can always place a hand on the head, a hand on your hip, or reach up for the ceiling to help you lift. We'll find those star crunches in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Reach overhead, reach this leg out long, crunch in, extend, crunch, extend. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Great work, you guys. Just a quick cool down here. Let's just stretch our upper body a little bit. So we'll reach an arm in front, maybe take it overhead. We'll circle through our shoulders, the fingertips onto our shoulders, bending the elbow, just circling the shoulders and reversing that direction. And then let's bring our left forearm down to the mat and just take a stretch through that side body, that right side. Then we'll just get a quick counter stretch in here. And then you can take any sort of figure 4 glute stretch that you might want to take. So I'm going to bring my right ankle over my left knee, and then I'm going to keep my spine nice and long and try and fold forward just to stretch through those glutes, stretching toward these left toes. Try not to round through your spine because that will take the stretch out of your glutes and hamstring. You want to stay as straight through your spine. Think chest out, tail out, wide collarbone. And we'll just quickly do this on the other side. And then you are all finished for today. I do have one last exercise for you if you haven't already. I want you to reach your fingertips long as you can toward me. Reach towards your computer. Click that subscribe button. Share it with a friend who you think might enjoy it. And I so appreciate you moving your body with me today. I'll see you on the next one.